What's up, YouTubers? Right, as you all may have heard, the EU election where we should leave or remain was the other day. I stayed up all night watching it, started at 11 o'clock at night and then finished at 6 AM. Then I called it morning at fucking 10. So, I wrote down some points, what I want to get across. So, basically, the EU, it had, for remaining, had 16 billion point 141,241 votes for remaining, but for to leave it was 17,410,742 votes for leaving. So to say the least, the leaving votes won. Only by a landslide though. But the pound has dropped by like 8%. So we're going to be struggling once it all hits directly. Today's the first day. Well, when I probably upload it, it'll probably be yesterday. But it's going to hit the United Kingdom very badly. And not that good, actually. 1 minute. Just take that out. There we go. But on the plus side, mortgage rates for buying properties and that, it might drop. So it may end up being cheaper to buy houses and that, but in downfall, we're going to be worse off by 4,500 every year. 4,500 pounds a year. That's a lot. But again, on the plus side, the savings and the pension of people working is still safe. That is was not just covered by the EU protection, but also by the United Kingdom's Working Act. So you don't need to worry about that. That's all they say anyway. The turnout of it all was like 72.2%. So quite good in my eyes. But they said the 350 million a week we sent to the EU a week, we would not be sending them no more, but we would be putting that money towards the NHS. But now we're getting told that they can't promise us it'll go to NHS when they promised it us. Like, why the fuck were we even sending 350 million a week anyway? They're all here struggling, and we're sending them that much? Oh, mad. So, to say the least, it's not that good. So, hopefully all this gets sorted out, but it's like David Cameron. Apparently he's stepping down because he said if we leave the EU, he will step down so someone else can rule. So, everything's just getting fucked up. Like, nothing can be entirely right. So, my phone keeps shaking like mad. Yeah, so, that being that about the EU, and how bad it was, I mean, like, you can see that. Might be a bit backwards. But yeah. It's mad. But I wasn't able to vlog yesterday as my phone broke. I had to send it to the shop. So I got my new phone now. It's currently doing an update on the software. So next I should be on the Lollipop update and then going on to Marshmallow. So all being well, the EU sorts its act out and stops fucking us up. We can't live like this, really. Because apparently Germany and France said if we leave the EU, they will slam that door in our face and they will not trade with us anymore. But most of our cars and that come from Germany and France, I think. No, Germany, I think. So if they won't trade with us anymore, where are we getting our cars from? We'd have to pay a hell of a lot to get them shipped over then, in my point of view. And then insurance and everything will be sky high. We're not going to be able to go on a holiday without applying for a visa probably in the future. We're going to be like, in my opinion, I feel like we're going to change to a third world country. But I don't know. Because it's not right, I don't think. What we should do is if we get another vote to go back or stay out, we should really consider what the downfalls are and what the positives are. Just think of the pros and cons of it all. Because if there's more cons than pros, then yeah. It's like you can work basically anything out with basic knowledge. I know fuck all about politics, I know fuck all about this, but watching it last night I worked it out a bit more. And I voted to leave the EU, but I'm starting to think now that was a mistake. I'm starting to think we shouldn't have left the EU, we should have stayed in. Because why should we have left the EU if what we've got now is working? It makes no positive sense. I mean, like, how the hell could that work? Us leaving the EU now, today I've just worked out it's fucked us all up. And that we're going to have no money, basically. So, hopefully, I'm not making any promises, because the UK is probably not going to sort its shit out, and we're going to probably be sorting all this shit out still in 100 years. I have no faith whatsoever in the UK. They always fuck something up somehow. It could be pulling a trigger. Somehow they managed to mess it up probably. It's like, no, we're going to start a war. And that's the last thing this country needs is a war. So, yeah. Why did we never consider what the pros and cons are more carefully? Because if we did that, I reckon we would have all agreed we should have stayed in the EU and not left. Because I don't see the point. Like, yeah, there's no physical point in us leaving it. How I see. So yeah. And hopefully, in the near future, we get all this sorted out and everything's hunky-dory. So yeah. All being well, we sort it out. And like, we don't fuck around. Because the last thing this country needs is to be fucked around. And there is no point in fucking around. So like, yeah, do what you want. Don't try and fuck this country up more than it already is. So, yeah. So yeah, the EU is going to probably do a lot better without us. At the same time, they were also costing us money. A lot of it. It's like, to me, look, the other night when watching the election, first time I've ever done something like that, I was like, you try and make people change their thoughts now we've actually voted. It made no sense whatsoever. We've already voted, why try and change our mind now we've already done it? Because it's a bit hard to change your vote after you've already done it. So, yeah. All we need to sort this country out now, I think, is a solid ruler. Someone who is not going to fuck this country up even more. Someone who is going to help. And what we need is... fuck. But what we need is someone who knows a lot about politics, how it all works, who is not going to mess it up altogether, who's going to try their best and try and give us people what we deserve, because we do not deserve to be put on the worst side of this possible. Not at all, not now, not ever. It's like, there is... just repeating myself basically. There's no point in making things worse than it already is. So what we should do is have an election to find out who's the most suitable person as a ruler, as a replacement for David Cameron. Because he's announced, apparently, that he's going to step down. So, I don't have a clue what's actually happening with that bit. But if he does step down, we need to find out a solid ruler. Someone to take his place, who knows about politics, who knows what they're doing. Someone who actually cares about the people as well. Like David Cameron, he cared about us, in a way. And we also need them to like care about the environment. Because without the environment, we're screwed. There's not a chance in hell we're going to survive without the environment being looked after. We need to get this environment back up in shape and to stop fucking around with it and burning it and cutting the trees down. We need to be planting the trees. Stop burning them because you're cold or whatever. We need them for the oxygen. And the carbon dioxide, they take that away from us so we don't die. So, yeah, it's not hard. Just use your brain and think. Like, yeah. I don't even know anymore. But there's no point in fucking this country up more than it already is. We might as well look after the environment, look after one another. Like, try and do community work if necessary. Yeah, just try and do community work if you can. Just try and help people out. Ask them if they need help from the shop if you're going. Invite your neighbours around for a brew every now and then. Just to make them feel happy. You don't need a reason to be nice. None of us do, but yet we just mainly only do stuff when we're given a reason to do it, not just out the good of our heart. It's like, why? We need to concentrate more on fucking looking after one another, listening to one another, and not fucking this world up. Because we've only got this one planet Earth to live on. After this planet, who knows where we're gonna go? We could all be fucking killed off for all we know if we kill this planet off. We might not be able to immigrate to another planet. So, and if we can, well, one day in the future, in the far future, like, let's just all, if we're still here, fucking just make it all one country. All of us just get along together. Because in politics, what I've realised is some of it is a bit racist. And they don't like areas mixing entirely. Because we don't want foreigners over here, but then if we say that we're racist, to be honest, they do most of the work. Half of us can't even be asked to get up to do out. Right? So if you don't want people immigrating over here to do our jobs, fucking do the job yourself then. Because no one's stopping you from actually getting up and doing that job. No one. So if you want to stop that, actually do something. And not just let everything happen for you. Because that's not a life you need. It's not a life you should have. It's not a respectable life at all. So yeah. It's like some people, they just can't be bothered voting because they can't be bothered. Because they didn't care what happens to this country. So, yeah, what we need to do is just watch out for one another and not try and fuck this world up. Because there's no point ever at all. We might just look out for one another. And try not to fuck the NHS up. Or the UK. We fucked our training standards up with the EU. After everything's sorted now. Well, we'll probably have anyway. So, yeah. All that cool gadgets and that, what you take for granted every day. Even I do it, right? But that's gonna get limited now, probably. It's like, if you enjoy, like, your foreign fags and that, you're probably not going to be able to get those as easy. It's probably very, very hard to get them. It's like phones. They're made in China. And they're part of the EU, I think. So, we're going to find it incredibly difficult now that we've left. So, but, yeah, we all just need to really think more as to what we're doing. And just get on with our lives now. We've left, it's done. There's nothing we can do about it now, really. So, yeah, hopefully it's not that bad. Everything gets sorted. And yeah, hopefully it just gets sorted. Because we can't live in a world where nothing's sorted. We need everything sorted soon as. if part of the government see this, then they'll know my views on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it to my account and then my shared account with my mate. I'll put the link in both of them for the other video and the other person, so if you want to subscribe to one or other account. But let me know in the comments your views on the EU. So like, it's not good. I don't think we should have left now, because like hell we're going to get new PlayStations and that now, but if they're made in like China or something, we're probably not. But if they're made in UK, then we will. Yeah. But a lot of stuff is very badly made over here. What we need is, we just need something to help us and not screw us over. Because if this gets screwed up, then there's no chance in hell for us. Is there? So I might do a video like tomorrow asking people what the views on it is and record it, and hopefully we get some answers behind all this. Hopefully we find out what's going on, and hopefully we fight for the right, because not a lot of good can come from this. There's some people who are glad we've left the EU, and doesn't that question something? Like, not the UK, like IS and that. ISIS. So, can any good come from that? But that's just what I've overheard today. So, I know nothing about that really, a bit. That's what I've just overheard. But, yeah, we need to be careful with our money. The pounds have dropped by at least 8%. The stock market is down like a quarter of its short at least now. Because like 8% down on the pound from the dollar, and so on down the chain. That's a lot of money. We need to be careful as to what's happening with our money. We can't risk just spending more for less anymore. Because now all the tax rates are going to go sky high. It's going to cost us more for all our food, petrol especially. It's going to be a nightmare. And that's purely my opinion. So don't hold me to that one. But yeah, I think it's gonna be chaos. No good can come from this, I don't think. And what I think is that on the next election, for choosing who rules and takes David Cameron's place, we should very highly consider if we get that option of that choice. We shouldn't just piss around, choose whoever we want because they're the best deals or whatever. Really consider it as to who's got, in the long run, who's got the better plan for us. Because we usually all go for like Labour or UKIP, but they have a good plan in the short run, but in the long run, who really has the better plan? Because I know a lot of them lie. They say they're going to do one thing, but they never will do it. They always do another. And it's bullshit. And I hope you all can see my point on this. And understand where I'm coming from about it. Because I don't think it's right. At all. And I think we should sort it. But that being said, there's a lot of pros to us leaving the EU. It's like, we're not going to be stuck with the EU's debt now. And that we might actually get somewhere. And hopefully, there is a lot more pros than cons, hopefully. Because if not, I'd start praying for this country. And I really do mean that. Because if there's not a lot of pros, we're going to hell with this. What we've done. It's going to be that bad here. And I hope everyone can understand it. It's like... how to even put it out there? We're screwed. Everyone knows it. The people who want to remain, they know we're screwed. Some of the people who still believe we should have left don't see it. All the people who see that we should have remained actually have it right. It's like, why was we so blind not to look at all the facts? We should always look at all the facts first and then decide. Just, I wish I looked at the facts before I voted. I really do. Because there was physically no need for me voting for us to leave. Then again, looking at that chart, my vote compared to the number drop between, for only one vote between what separated them, mine could have put us bang in the middle then. But unfortunately it wasn't. More people wanted to leave than remain. And I don't understand it properly as to why we did it. We should have remained. Simple as. But no, we left. And now electric, gas, petrol, everything is gonna go sky high now. And it's not good. It's like half of our gadgets, China makes them. I'm trying to look around for another example now. I'll see who my phone's made by. I know it's made by Samsung. One minute.
Now TV. There's no contract, so we can dip into the latest shows and greatest box sets whenever. Look who's in shades of blue. Jennifer Lopez.
It doesn't actually say.
Top channels and box sets. Live and on demand.
But
No contract.
yeah, it doesn't say on the box who it's made for by. But that's a nice box.
Airborne pollen can leave your eyes feeling irritated,
So yeah,
and damaged.
I highly do suggest next time we get to Fort though that we do give it a lot of consideration. And I hope that we sort everything out in this new union. In 100 years or so, we're going to have a new EU. It's not going to be the same as we know it today. It's going to be completely different, but there's going to be one there for us eventually. So, that all being said, if you like my video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like the video, comment on it, let me know your views on it all. I'd really love to know that. And make sure you subscribe, because when stuff like this happens, I'm going to vlog about it, and then all you guys can find out about it on my views. And half of it is actually facts, as what I've just heard on TV and on radio and everything, and what I found out from other people. So yeah, make sure you subscribe, and I'll try my best to find a bit more information about all this and let you all know. So yeah.
To see if I could feel the set that